I think we are go. Alright, here we are yet again with learning Spanish with Pokemon Legends Arceus. Started a new playthrough in honor of Pokemon Legends ZA coming out later this year. Can't come soon enough, but yeah, we're gonna continue. Hopefully, actually get into like just chilling in the field and capturing stuff and looking more at Pokemon. But anyway, here we go. Gotta go inform. Oh man, let's see what it says. Entonces la prueba de admisión informa a la capitana Selena del resultado de la prueba. So, the admission trial inform Captain Selena about the results of the trial. Cool. Then right here it says encomiendas y peticiones. We talked before encomiendas for like missions y peticiones for like requests. We did this one, doing that one. Encargo de Selena is like saying it's like on her behalf, or like she's the one who ordered it. Right, es un encargo de. Let me see. Yeah, an encargo is like the the mission, I guess. Yeah, order. Cool. So, oh, I'm on the wrong window. I always do that. Okay, anyway. Salir. Okay, then right here we can see on the map too, it says ubicación actual. And you can see it, that pops up when I put it over my like red pointer. So ubicación actual. Means like, actual is like false cognate, it's not actual, it's current. Ubicación, like location, so current location, la ubicación actual. Cool. Alright, entrar, enter. Here we go. I hope this goes quick. Kira, se alegrará mucho de tu éxito, estoy segura. So, alegrarse de algo is to like get happy about. Yeah, so she's like, she'll get happy about your éxito. So she'll be happy about your success, she'll be happy for your success. Estoy segura, I'm sure of it. I'm sure. Okay. Parece que no tendremos que abandonarte a tu suerte. It seems like we won't have to, no tendremos to abandonarte, to leave you or abandon you a tu suerte, like on your own, or yeah, like a tu suerte is like to your luck, or on your own luck, right? Te congratulo, so I congratulate you. Has superado la prueba, you've passed the trial. Puede quedarte con el zurrón. So quedarte con, talked about before, is to like be left with, or to receive, or like keep. So you can keep el zurrón, that like fanny pack rucksack thing. This. Admito que me has impresionado. I admit that you have impressed me. Te propuse una prueba casi imposible. Puedes conocer tu procedencia. So I propose to you try an almost casi imposible, almost impossible prueba, trial. So I propose to you an almost impossible trial. Puedes conocer tu procedencia. Like por can sometimes act as like because of. So she's like, I gave you this impossible, or I gave you this through this impossible trial. Because I didn't know, conocer is to know, desconocer is to not know. So I didn't know your procedencia. De donde procedes is like where you're from. So tu procedencia is like your, what's the English word? The word for where you come from. Procedencia. Origin? Provenance? Both words I probably wouldn't use in English to talk about that, but she's a fancy captain. Pero has conseguido superarla. But you were able to, or have been able to, superarla is to like overcome it. Or surpass, I suppose. Toma. Toma, when you say toma, it's like take this. Toma. Se trata de un informe de la división de investigación. So tratarse de can be like it's about, or it can simply mean like es. So se trata de un informe, so it's like this is about the it is a uniform of the division the investigación, so the research division, so the research division uniform. Te han entregado el uniforme oficial y el calzado oficial. So so it's like to you they have entregado is to like hand over, hand in, or like deliver or give, right? So they've like handed over to you el uniforme oficial, the official uniform, y el calzado oficial, the official calzado is like footwear. Like good tea. Ve a cambiarte en la habitación donde te alojaste y dirígete sin demora al despacho del. So, go change, cambiarte la ropa is like to change your clothes, but just like in English, you don't have to see the whole phrase. So she says, ve a cambiarte, go change en la habitación, in the room donde te alojaste, where you stayed. Y like stay is in like for shelter. Y dirígete, so and then direct yourself to or go to. Sin demora, demora is like delay, so and then go right away or go without a delay al despacho, which is like the office, al despacho del general, so the general's office, en la segunda planta de este edificio. In the second planta is like story or floor, I mean also plants, but we're using this sense. En la segunda planta de este edificio, second story of this building. Has de presentarle tus respetos. You must presentarle is introduce him to, but not in this context. It's like show him your respects. Esta será tu primera encomienda como miembro de nuestra división. So this, not this. This is that. No. This is. So no, that will be your first mission como miembro as a member of our division. De nuestra división. Cámbiate frente al espejo. So change in front of the mirror de la residencia y ponte el uniforme and put on the uniform oficial. As we go this way. Is Kira gonna talk to me? I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna play. Salir to leave. Cool, I think the main gate is that way. But we're not going to the main gate. We are going to change frente al espejo. Uy. Cámbiate frente al espejo. So, enfrente de o frente al. So here, cambiarse, to change. ¿Quieres cambiarte de ropa? Do you want to change clothes? Sí. Ponte el uniforme oficial y el calzado oficial. So put on your official uniform and official shoes. Not a whole lot of garments to work with here. Uniforme oficial. Calzado oficial. And no tengo nada más. Oh, I can put in lentillas. We got marron. We can do quick colors. Violeta, like purple or violet. Rosa, like pink. Amarillo, yellow. Negro, black. Azul, blue. They don't look that blue. Verde, green. Gris, gray. Miel. It's like honey, which I bet in English. I don't think they put honey, but they put like gold. I think we also skipped azul marino. It's like sea blue. Or like marine blue, right? Verde claro. If we use claro in the context of colors, it means like light. So verde claro is like light green. Lavanda, you can probably guess. Lavender. Rojo, everyone knows red. Y blanco is white. I want to go with, I think, give me those amarillo ojos. Ojos amarillos. Cool. And I'm going to put B. And it says, ¿quieres ponerte este conjunto? And so ponerte algo de ropa, ponerte algo is like putting something on, right? So you want to put on este conjunto is like conjunto could be set, but in this context they're using it as like outfit. See. Te has puesto el uniforme oficial. You put on the official uniform. Veo que te has cambiado. I see that you've changed. El uniforme justo de tu talla. The uniform is just your size. De tu talla. So talla is like your size. So es de tu talla, it's of your size, Richard says. Te queda estupendamente, so it fits perfectly on you. If I said like, te queda bien, like, it fits you well or it looks good on you. So she's like, we're not talking about queda, like quedarse con or quedar con, or like to meet or whatever. If si algo te queda bien, or in this case, estupendamente, then it's saying like fits you perfectly. Parece que la capitana ya lo tenía ya preparado para ti. Seems like the captain had it already prepared for you, or ready for you. Ya te has cambiado, bien. You've already changed, good. Puedes seguir utilizando esta habitación en adelante. So, you can keep using this, or that room. In adelante is like here on out, from here on out. Because adelante is like in front of. So, in adelante is like going, or in front of, or going forward, right? So, ponte esto también. Put on this as well. Oh, it's my fun hat. My fun diamond and pearl hat. Ve a saludar al general. Go saludar al is like greets. So go greet the general. And like say hi to. Ve a la segunda planta de la sede de Galaxia. So go to the second floor of the Galaxy headquarters to introduce yourself to General or al General Sorbus. General Sorbus. This is not the room. Fortunato. Si queremos vivir en esta nueva tierra, if we want to live in this new land, tenemos mucho trabajo por delante. We have a lot of work ahead of us. Casimira. Entonces los Pokémon son todos incógnitas. Más te va a descubrir todos sus misterios, eh. Incógnitos like unknown. So it's saying all the Pokemon are unknown. Yeah. Like none of them is about them. Más te va a descubrir, so it's worth your while, or you better. If I say más te vale hacer algo, you better do it, or like it's worth your while to do it. Más te vale descubrir todos sus misterios, so you better discover all of their mysteries, eh? Right? Okay, if we can find a real person. I'm thinking like American second story, not Spanish second story, which is actually la tercera planta. It's the guy. Sí que te has tomado tu tiempo. It's like, see in this context doesn't mean like yes, it's more just like exaggerating. Like, yeah, well, you sure took your time, basically, or well, you took your time. The face off. Soy Sorbus. I'm Sorbus, General del Equipo Galaxia, so General of Team Galaxy, or Team Galactic. Jeez. Y tú eres Mr. Spain, no? Yeah, and you are Mr. Spain. No, and this guy's like, it's like no, it's like right. So you're Mr. Spain, right? Sí, señor, yes, sir. Encantado de conocerlo. Pleasure to meet you, basically. Or, pues, well. Vamos a decir, sí, señor. Bien, well, you're good. Either way. Me han puesto tanto de tu situación. They, like, me han puesto tanto poner alguien o ponerse a tanto. It's like get up to speed. So they put me up to speed on your situation, incluida tu inusual llegada, including your unusual llegada a través de la fisura. So llegada is like arrival a través de, like through or by means of. So including your unusual arrival through the fisura espacio-temporal. So like the espacio-temporal, space-time, fisura like fissure or like rupture. De acuerdo, permite que compruebe por mí mismo de qué manera estás hecho. Like, de acuerdo is like alright, or like literally means like of agreement or an agreement. It's like saying alright or well then. So permite que compruebe, permite is like let me, or permit me to, let me, que compruebe, that I check por mí mismo, for myself, de qué madera estás hecho, of what wood you're made of. So basically, let me see for myself what you're made of. Enfréntate a mí. So enfrentarse al, or enfrentarse a whatever. It's like to challenge or face up to or face off against. So it's like challenge me basically. Or they get battle me. Or plantarle cara is like to plantar is to like plantar sus pies for like literally to plant seeds, but like plantarle cara a alguien is like face off to them or fake. Literally means like put face to him. So like face up to him. Or arremeter contra él. Arremeter is to like charge or lash out. So lash out against him. We're gonna plantarle cara. Ha. Oh, he's talking about an actual fight, not Pokemon. Well, tu técnica de sumo deja mucho que desear. It says, your sumo technique desea mucho que desear is like leaves much to be desired. Or leaves much to be desired. Más has demostrado que tienes maña. Más in this, like when you just say más at the beginning, it's like and kind of, or more. Oh yeah, has demostrado, you demonstrate que tienes maña. Tener maña is like have skill. Maña is like another word for skill. And oh, that's what I was looking. Yeah, further with no accent on the ah, like the a here. Instead of more, it's like further. And further, you've demonstrated that you've had skill. Y eso vital, and that's vital. Lo demás se aprende. The rest is se aprende is like is learned. It's like that impersonal. He says, listen, serán muchos, so there will be many, or many will there be, los que te tratan con desconfianza, those that treat you with desconfianza, is like a lack of trust, or like they don't want to trust you, por haber caído de los cielos, for having fallen from the heavens. Like el cielo can be like sky, but also heaven. But whenever we say like los cielos, we know we're talking about like in the sense of like the heavens, right? Hay gente muy supersticiosa, so there's very superstitious people. Y no me extrañaría, and it wouldn't surprise me or wouldn't like be weird to me or shocking to me, que considerasen tu llegada un mal augurio. So it wouldn't surprise me if they were to consider. So this is like a past subjunctive, right? So it's like he's introducing the subjunctive with the conditional. Like it wouldn't if this were the case. We're using the past subjunctive because it's like that big of a doubt. So if they were to consider your arrival un mal augurio is like a bad omen. No obstante, has logrado superar la prueba de admisión del equipo Galaxia. No obstante is like however, nevertheless. So he says, nevertheless, has logrado superar la prueba de admisión del equipo Galaxia. You've been able to, or you achieved overcoming, or were able to overcome essentially the admission trial for Team Galactic. De modo que, por extraña que resulte de procedencia, so you made it into the team, and by de modo que, by mode of, or by means of, or I don't know, what's the best way to translate this? Like, so that, I guess. So that por extraña, for as strange as que resulte procedencia, so it says por extraña que resulte, and we use the subjunctive here because it's like we're doubting, right? So we have imagined impersonal requests. I guess we would probably consider this an emotion because like it seems strange. I don't know. This is for as strange as your procedencia, like your providence or like your origin seems. Eres bienvenido, you're welcome aquí en Jubilee Village, Villa Jubileo. Dedícate en cuerpo y alma al equipo Galaxia y ayúdanos a completar la Pokédex. So it says dedicate yourself, or like, so dedicate your body and cuerpo's body, alma soul. So dedicate your body and soul to Team Galactic, and help us complete the Pokédex. Mr. Payne. No olvides que los Pokémon son unas criaturas temibles. So don't forget that Pokemon are some, so unas in the sense like some, fearful, like terrifying creatures. Yeah, like they provoke the fear, right? Like, I guess what's the best way? Fearsome, not fearful, fearsome. Okay, so it says, no olvides, don't forget que los Pokémon son unas criaturas temibles. That Pokemon are some fearsome creatures. No te confíes nunca durante tus investigaciones. So don't never like confiarte, like confiarse, like to trust. It's like trust yourself, or like it's like, yeah, I got technically translates to don't trust yourself. But in like the sense of like don't trust yourself too much, like don't over trust yourself, I guess. Yeah, I can't think of a better way to say it. So don't like ever trust yourself during your research, tus investigaciones. Right there, just slap that completada on it, completed. El general te ha aceptado. The general has accepted you. Ahora eres un miembro novel del equipo Galaxia. So you are a novice member of Team Galaxy or Team Galactic. I know, cause isn't it the Galaxy? What do they call this in English? Legends Arceus Galaxy Team. Oh, it is. Yeah, they are called the Galaxy Team in English. So I haven't said it right. Okay, it's not Galactic, it's Galaxy Team. Okay. So a medida que realices las tareas propias de nuestra división, a medida que it's like preposition? No, a conjunction. So a medida que it's like at the same time as, kind of, or as. So as you realize, or as you like realizar is not to realize in that sense, it's like carry out. So as you hold on. Carry out, or like realize in the sense of like do or fulfill. So as you fulfill tareas propias de nuestra división, so like tasks of this division, or tasks like belonging to this division, or tasks, yeah, propia. A lot of times it means own, propio is own, or like typical of. If it's propio de algo, it's like typical of. So as you carry out tasks typical of our division, tu rango aumentará, your rank will increase. Es decir, that's to say, al ir completando la Pokédex, when completing the Pokédex, irás subiendo también de rango. You will also, this is like ir, then plus the gerundio, like the ir plus the gerund, it's like, so you'll go raising, subiendo también de rango. You'll go like increasing in rank as well. Aumentar rango está estrechamente ligado a tu cometido de descubrir a todos los Pokémon. Oh, it's a Bocasso, it's a mouthful. So he says, increasing in rank, or yeah, going up in rank is estrecho or estrechamente is like closely related, because if it's like very estrecho, it's like very thin, or like, but like in the sense that thin in the sense where the gap between them is thin, making them close, right? So your rank is closely related, or closely ligado is like linked to, or like tied to, or yeah. Ligado a tu cometido, so it's strictly tied to your commitment of discovering all of the Pokemon. Te entrego esto. I give to you this, or hand this over to you. Deliver and trust. You will need this recetas, not a receipt, but a recipe para crear objetos. So I hand this over to you. I hand this over to you. You will need this, not recipe. You will need this receipt. It's a false cognate. So let's start. So hand this over to you, or hand this to you. Give this to you. Necesitarás esta receta para crear objetos. You will need this. Receta is not a receipt, but a recipe. So you'll need this recipe to create objects or like items. To craft items, essentially, right? Has obtenido una receta para crear Pokeballs. So you've obtained or you got the recipe for creating Pokeballs. And receta, recipe, Pokeball. Receta para crear Pokeballs. Materiales, so materials. Un bongiri. Those are un guijarro rojo. Guijarro is like a stone. Right, yeah, or a pebble. So one red pebble. Guijarro rojo. And then un bongiri. In English, what do we call? Because they're not the apricots, are they? Yeah, it is an apricorn still. Yeah, okay, so, good lord in time. So, the recipes, not the receipts, false cognate, receta, Pokeball, receta, so the recipe para crear Pokeballs, recipe for creating Pokeballs, materials, un bongiri is how you say like, or bonguri, I'm saying it wrong, bonguri, is how you say, apricorns in a made up Pokemon thing in Spanish, that they used to make Pokeballs, and then un guijarro rojo. Un guijarro is like a way to say like a pebble. So one red pebble. Y un bonguri, which is how you say apricorn. También estos 3,000 Pokémonedas, so also this 3,000 Pokédollars para que adquieras los materiales necesarios so that you can acquire the necessary materials. Kira como experta en la creación de objetos. Kira as an expert in the crafting of items or creation of items, but probably crafting. Te asigno la tarea de instruir a Mr. Spain. So I assign you the task or homework, but literally task of instructing Mr. Spain. A la orden, like at your order, Captain Selena. Escúchame con atención. Listen to me closely. Como te puedes imaginar, as you can imagine, debemos fabricarnos nuestros propios instrumentos para llevar a cabo. So, as you can imagine, we must fabricarnos. Fabricar is to like create, or like fabricate, or like yeah. So we must fabricate for like this isn't like fabricate ourselves. We create ourselves, which is like for themselves, right? The nos here isn't reflexive. It's like the object receiving the item that's being fabricated. So we must like fabricate them ourselves for ourselves. We must fabricate them for ourselves, our own, nuestros propios instrumentos, our own instruments para llevar a cabo, to carry out las investigaciones, so to carry out the research. Llevar a cabo means to carry out. Cierto que puedes comprarlos en el bazar. It's true, cierto es, it's like it's true that que puedes, you can comprarlos, you can buy them in el bazar, in the bazaar. Pero es esencial mantener el espíritu, but it's essential to maintain the spirit of el espíritu de, the spirit of autosuficiencia. So auto is like this is the prefix for the root for like self, so self-sufficiency. Podemos incluso fabricar un objeto más importante para nuestra división. We can incluso is like even, so we can even craft ourselves or create for ourselves or fabricate for ourselves the most important item for our division, las Pokeballs. ¿No te parece que es de lo más conveniente? Doesn't it seem to you, or doesn't it? No te parece? It's like doesn't seem to you? Don't you think that? So don't you think that it's the de lo más conveniente? That it's like si es de lo más algo, it's like that it's so that algo that's so something. So don't you think that it's so convenient, or is like the most convenient? Pongamos rumbo al taller. So poner rumbo is to like head out or head towards. So it's like let's head out to el taller or head over. And taller is like a workshop. Todo manitas. If you're manitas, your manos, right? So if you're un manitas, you're like go with your hands, like a handyman. Activar guía. Guía activada. Guide activated. And right here it says todo manitas, a total handyman. Aprende a crear objetos en el taller. So learn to create items in this workshop. Taller again, workshop. Salir, leaving. Me presento. I introduce myself. Soy Aster, de dueña de sastrería. So I am Esther, dueña or dueño is like owner of the sastrería, is like a tailoring, like where they do like tailors or like sewing and stuff. Quería felicitar, I just know that we're from Animal Crossing, sastrería. Sastrería. Tailor shop, yeah. I nailed it. Quería felicitarte. I wanted to congratulate you por tu ingreso en el equipo Galaxia, for your like ingreso. Tus ingresos, like is like your income, but if it's like your ingreso in something, it's like your like recruitment or like joining into them. So I wanted to congratulate you on your joining Galaxy team. El profesor me ha pedido que te entregue estas prendas. The professor has asked me to. So we're using subjunctive here. Me ha pedido que te entregue instead of entrega estas prendas because in the weirdo when you try to remember the use of subjunctives like WEIRDO, that R stood for request. So it's a request, so we use the subjunctive followed by that like introductory clause. Anyway, te han regalado una chaqueta de viaje, so y un bombacho. So they've regalar is the verb used to like, cause un regalo is a gift, so regalar is to gift. So they've gifted you or given you for free essentially. Una chaqueta de viaje, so de viaje is of travel or travel. So travel jacket. Y un bombacho. Bombacho. It's like a raincoat, maybe? No, baggy pants. Pantaloons, trousers. Alright, so we got travel jacket and trousers. Sick. Hay otros comercios por la vía. There's other comercios, like businesses, por la vía, around the village. So if we're saying like por in the sense, it's not for or on behalf of or because, but it's like por ahí, por aquí. It's like over there or around here or around there. Yeah. So visítalos cuando tengas un momento. Visit them when you have a moment. Mr. Spain, el taller está por aquí. So the workshop is over this way. Or taller can also, it's like a workshop, but you're gonna see as well that it can be like kind of like a workbench. Here you go. Ta-da. Cuando quieres crear algún objeto, when you'd like to, so we're using subjunctive because it's like when you want to. We don't know when that is, so whenever you want to. So whenever you want to create some sort of item or an item, no tiene más que pasarte por la mesa de trabajo del taller. So it's like you have no more than stopping by, pasarte por is to stop by the place. So you don't have to do anything more than, or you do nothing else but pass by por la mesa de trabajo. So pass by the work table, or like, so that'd be the workbench del taller. So pass by the workbench of the workshop. There it is, la mesa de trabajo. Necesitarás materiales para crear los objetos. So you will need materials to create the items. Esta vez te los regalo yo como premio. So this time, te los regalo is like I'll give them to you. I'll give them to you as a gift. Te los regalo yo, so I'm giving them to you como premio, as a prize, por haber superado la prueba, as a prize for having passed the trial. Así que puedes usar el dinero que te ha dado la capitana para comprar lo que quieras. So like así que is like so that or so you can use the money that the captain gave you to comprar lo que quieras, buy what you want. Ropa, por ejemplo, clothes, for example. Acércate a la mesa de trabajo y elige objeto. So acércate is like go up to. So go up to the mesa de trabajo, the work table, or workbench, y elige un objeto and choose the item que quiere crear, that you like to create. En este caso, una Pokéball. En este caso, in this case, a Pokéball. Entonces, creación de objetos. So like item crafting. Creación is like creation, but you know, in this sense, it's like there's no like verb specifically for craft in the sense it's been used in like Minecraft and stuff, so it's just called creación de objetos, like item crafting. Puedes usar las mesas de trabajo de videojuegos, so you can use the work tables around of Jubilee Village, or de los campamentos base, or of the base camps, para crear diversos objetos, to create or craft diverse items, or like different, yeah, como Pokeballs, like Pokeballs. Para ello, for that, necesitarás tanto la receta de objetos, you will need la receta de objetos, the tanto como, it's gonna say tanto, and then down here como. So you will need this as well as, right? So you will need the receipt, or not the receipt, geez, the recipe of the item that you want to craft, como, as well as los materiales que esta requiera, the materials that this esta referring to the recipe, that the whatever recipe or whatever materials the recipe requires, and they say whatever materials because we're using subjunctive here with requiera instead of requiere. Okay, usa la mesa de trabajo del taller para crear una Pokéball. So use the work table of the workshop para crear una Pokéball. Okay, crear. Oh my gosh, we got so many. Can I just make a bunch? Then Pokéball right here. What is a Pokéball? In la creación de objetos, in the item crafting, it says, let's see, how's this? You can still see, okay. So, creación de objetos, item crafting, here we see todo, it's everything, materiales necesarios, necessary materials, then Pokéball, misterioso instrumento con forma de bola, so mysterious instrument, con forma de, is like to be shaped like, or with the shape of, so shaped like a ball, que se lanza a un Pokémon salvaje para capturarlo, que se lanza is like the impersonal say, that is thrown, at a Pokemon salvaje, a wild Pokemon, to capturarlo, to capture it. Puede elaborarse manualmente, so they can be elaborated. Again, the impersonal says, so they can be elaborated or created manualmente, manually, si se reúnen los materiales necesarios. So if the necessary materials se reúnen, are gathered. Cool. We're gonna make one. Crear, we're gonna crear 20, all 20. Has creado 20 Pokeballs, you've created 20 Pokeballs, las has metido, so las has metido, has is like you've, metido is like to like put in something specifically, and like meter is like put something inside, right? So, you've put them, you've metido them, so you've put them in the zurrón, in the like pouch or rucksack, whatever it's called. Completada, completed. Oh, para ser tu primera vez, for being your first time, he de decir, I must say, que no lo has hecho nada mal, that you haven't done, no lo has hecho nada mal, like that you didn't do that bad. Like half bad, we'd probably say in English. So you didn't do it half bad. Sweet. Como ya te expliqué, as I already explained to you, los Pokémon son capaces de reducir su tamaño. Pokemon are capable of reducing their size. Se trata de un don de lo más particular. So, tratarse de, again, is like just as simple as to meaning like to be about, or it is. So it is un don de lo más particular, a gift of the más particular, the most like rare, most particular, most like strange kind of. Las Pokéballs aprovechan esa cualidad para capturarlos. So the Pokéballs aprovechan is like to take advantage of, so they take advantage of that quality to capture them. Y para recabar los datos de todos los Pokémon que vas capturando, necesitarás una Pokédex. So recabar is to like get, in other words, to like gather, collect. So to like collect and to collect los datos de todos los Pokémon, the data of all of the Pokémon que vayas capturando, that you go on catching. So we're using the subjunctive because it's like all of the ones that you might catch them, whenever you catch them, necesitarás una Pokédex. You will need a Pokédex. Así que aquí la tienes. So here you go. Here you have it. Aquí la tienes. Here it you have. Has recibido una Pokédex. You received a Pokédex. Entonces, tomo en el que se recoge información variopinta acerca de los Pokémon. El profesor Lavender añade nuevas páginas a medida que se descubren nuevas especies. A tomo is like a tome, right? Like that, or volume, kind of. And Variopinta. Like, I'm basically multiple color or multicolored. Diverse or multicolored. Okay. Let's look at it again. It's like a volume in which information se recoge is gathered. So a volume in which information is variopinta, diverse or colorful information is gathered acerca de los Pokemon. Acerca de is like about, so about the Pokemon. So smoothing all that out. A volume in which various or multicolored information is gathered about Pokemon. El profesor Lavender añade nuevas páginas a medida que se descubren nuevas especies. So Professor Lavender adds new pages, nuevas páginas, a medida que se descubren nuevas especies. As new, the species se descubren are discovered, and then impersonal. So as new species are discovered. Now we have avistados 7, so sighted 7. Because avistar is like to sight isn't like it's been seen. And capturados 4, captured or caught. Then tareas sin informar, these are like tasks without informing, or tasks that you haven't reported. Oh, and then here it says your member, or your member level. So miembro novel, I'm a novice member. Puntos de investigación Pokemon, so Pokemon punto de investigación, research points. And then para subir de rango, to rank up. Cool. La he diseñado especialmente para ti. I have designed it especially for you. Oh. Te será muy útil durante tu periplo para descubrir a todos los Pokémon de la región. Ya lo verás. So it will be, I guess te será útil is like it'll be useful for you. So it will be very useful for you during your periplo. Your journey or tour, like viaje largo. So during your tour or long journey, I guess like periplo makes sense because you're like going around the region. During your journey or tour of the region, para descubrir, to discover a todos los Pokémon, all the Pokémon de la región, all the Pokémon of the region. Ya lo verás, you'll see. Pues ya lo verás, it's like you'll see, you'll find out. Eso sí, that being so, completar la Pokédex requerirá. So completing the Pokédex will require requerirá llevar a cabo tareas de investigación de todo tipo. So require carrying out research tasks de todo tipo, so like all types of research tasks. So completing the Pokédex will require carrying out all sorts of research tasks. Voy a tener que esforzarme como nunca antes. I'm going to have to like esforzarme is to like try hard. So I'm going to have to try harder como nunca antes. So like esforzarme como nunca antes, I would say like try harder than ever before. I'm going to have to try harder than ever before. Like push yourself. Por el bien de la visión de investigación. For the bien of something, and like for the good of the research division. Te pica la oruguilla por saber en qué consisten las tareas de Pokédex. So oruga is like a caterpillar. It's like te pica la oruguilla. And it's like, so there's a little caterpillar, like picar, to see a bug, te pica, it's like bites you. So is a little caterpillar biting you por saber en qué consisten las tareas de la Pokédex, for knowing in what the Pokédex task consists of, or like what the Pokemon task consists of. Pues acompáñame a la, te pica la oruguilla. I feel like he's messing up another phrase. Pues acompáñame a la base de la pradera. So accompany me to the field land space or prairie land space. Querido Mr. Spain, dear Mr. Spain. I'm gonna look at this. Picar la oruguilla actually something? Not that I see. Let me put it. Yeah, no, it's just nope, just a random professor asking if I got bit by a bug. Okay. Iniciando la tarea de la Pokédex. So initiación is like the starting or initiation a las tareas of the Pokédex. So like starting the Pokédex tasks basically. Oye, perdono que me meta. So it's like, hey, I'm sorry that I like. Si te metes en algo, it's like getting involved in something. So he's like, or like bothering, kind of. So he's like, hey, perdona, excuse que me meta. So sorry for butting in. Pero no he podido evitar oír vuestra conversación. So sorry for getting involved or butting in. But no he podido evitar. I wasn't able to avoid oír vuestra conversación. So hearing vuestra is like suyo, like su or nuestra. And so it's like theirs or like ours, but because it's vosotros, we say vuestra. So I couldn't help but hear or couldn't avoid hearing your conversation. ¿Puedo pedirte un favor aprovechando que vas a la base de la pradera? So, can I pedirte un favor, ask you a favor, aprovechando que vas a la base de la pradera, taking advantage of the fact that, or like, yeah, using the fact that you're going to the prairie base. Iría yo mismo, I would go myself, pero es que estoy de guardia, but I'm on guard. Será mejor que no me mueva de mi puesto, me caerá una buena bronca. So it's best that I don't move from here. So será mejor que is like when we think of like recency subjunctive and that weirdo, it's that I for impersonal expression. So it's like it's best that I don't move. It's like he's in not like there's no subject, right? It's like es bueno que or mejor que or malo que, right? So we say we use subjunctive. So it's best that I don't move from my puesto, from my post, or my spot. O me caerá una buena bronca, or like literally me caerá is like will fall on me una buena bronca. Una bronca is like a rant. So like otherwise I'll get a good rant or like saying it, I'll get yelled at. Just sabes, you know. Así que te esperaré aquí. So I will wait for you here. ¿Cómo aceptar peticiones? So how to accept requests. Se mostrará un icono de petición encima de las personas que tengan ruegos especiales para ti. So, an icon se mostrará will be shown. Request icon will be shown encima de las personas que tengan. So above the people que tengan subjunctive here, it's like any person has requests. So above any person who might have requests or que tengan ruegos especiales para ti. Ruegos like I'm probably just gonna come back with a request, but it's like more like because if si rogar is to beg, so ruego clearly comes from that. So it's like yeah, more like a plea or appeal. So any special like appeals, but or like in this case, best translates to special requests. But like using this word ruego instead of like petición changes the meaning, right? And it's like they're like really asking you for help. So if they have special requests for you. Sácales las castañas del fuego y es posible que te traigan una buena recompensa. So, sacarles a alguien las castañas del fuego is like it's like literally getting the chestnuts out of the fire for them. So if you get their nuts out the fire, it's possible that they give you una buena recompensa. So, es posible que again impersonal phrase why we use subjunctive. But yeah, get their nuts out the fire. It's like a expression for like saving someone's butt, like saving someone's ass. Yeah. Okay. Cool, and it's possible they give you una buena recompensa, a good reward. Alright. Dirígete a la pradera obsidiana, so go to the obsidian fieldlands, but we're gonna stop and get this petición primero. Isoga. This is the Buizel one? No, Wurmple. Oye, hey, listen. ¿Has oído hablar de un Pokémon que se llama Wurmple? So, oye, if it's like, oye, it's like a way of just saying like, hey, or what's up, or like to get someone's attention. So it's hey, have you heard of, has oído hablar de, it's like, have you heard talk of, or have you heard of un Pokemon, a Pokemon que se llama, that's called Wurmple? Me suena. If I say me suena, it's like, sounds familiar, it's familiar to me, I recognize it. No me suena, it's like, I don't recognize it. So I would say, tu cara me suena, it's like, oh, I recognize your face. I recognize you. So me suena, I recognize it. El profesor Lavender me dijo que los Pokémon obtienen experiencia al combatir. So Professor Lavender told me that Pokemon obtain experience when battling. Lo que les permite, which allows them, or which permits them to cambiar de forma, change form, y hacerse más fuertes, and become, hacerse is like become más fuertes, stronger. So, según él, according to him, este fenómeno se llama evolución. So, according to him, this phenomenon is called evolution. Hacer evolucionar los Pokemon. So, making, or hacer evolucionar is to like evolving Pokemon, but in the sense where you're making them evolve. Like, so that's why in Spanish we say hacer evolucionar, making evolve at the Pokemon, or making Pokemon evolve. because in Spanish it's like it's a verb that does not need a direct object. Like, it's something that some yeah, I don't know what sort of phrase we call it. What sort of verb? Transitive or intransitive? It's one of the two. Where like it happens to the action also happens to the object performing it, or it's like they can't perform it on someone, I guess. So evolucionar doesn't work the same way as it does in English, with it being used in both ways. Like you yourself can evolve, or you can use that same verb evolve, talking about making a Pokemon evolve, if that makes sense. Okay. Cool. Entonces algunos Pokémon tienen la capacidad de evolucionar. So some Pokémon have the capacity to evolve, lo que conlleva un cambio de su apariencia y sus características. Lo que conlleva is like llevar is like take or carry, right? And con like take with or carries with it, or like the actual word conlleva, which is like, if you break it down, makes sense that it means entail. So which entails a change in su apariencia, change in its appearance, y sus características and its characteristics. Cuando un Pokémon cumple las condiciones necesarias, when a Pokemon meets the necessary conditions, like cumplir los requisitos, or cumplir las condiciones is like meet conditions or meet requirements. Like we don't use conocer las condiciones, for example. Podrás hacer que evolucione mediante la opción evolucionar de la pantalla de su ROM. So you'll be able to make them evolve, or evolve them, we would say in English, by means of la opción evolucionar, the evolve option of the su ROM screen, of like the bag screen. Cool. Me encantaría cuidar de un Wurmple hasta que evolucionara a Beautifly. So I would love to take care of a Wurmple until it evolves into a Beautifly. Oye, tú perteneces a la división de investigación, ¿no? Hey, you belong to the research division, right? Si por un casual logras atrapar a uno, so si por un casual is like si por casualidad, so if by chance or if you happen to manage to catch one, pásate por aquí para entregármelo. Stop by here to give it or hand it over to me. Te estaría agradecido. I would be thankful to you. I would thank you. Te daré una recompensa eso por descontado. So I will give you recompensas or reward eso por descontado, like that's like goes without being said. Eso por descontado, that goes without being said. Qué ganas de ver un Wurmple. Qué ganas de is like it's, you're excited. So tengo muchas ganas de, I'm very excited about, or qué ganas de is like you're just expressing like how excited it is to see it, or how excited I am to see it. Okay, petición 1, request 1, la evolución de Wurmple, the evolution of Wurmple. Okay, finally moving along here, getting out the town. Entrega de Pokémon a Hisoka de la división de seguridad. So turn or hand over the Pokemon to Hisoka of the security division. Oh, there's another one already? Okay. Can I catch those? Oh, I do still have those Pokemon that I caught earlier. Love how you can just throw them out. You know, Vlad is to talk. Oh, they're talking. You know, Vlad, talk. Okay, see you guys. Let's see. ¿Cómo eran las orejas de Shinx? I bet they want a Shinx. Me suena que las marcas de las orejas de Shinx son algo peculiares. So, so me suena que is like I hear, or me suena que is like me suena tu cara, like it's familiar to me. So he's saying to him, the marks on las orejas, the marks of the ears of the Shinx son algo, they're a little peculiares, because like peculiar is not like a quantifiable by number, like it's 2 peculiar, right, or like 3 peculiar. So we say algo to say it's like a little bit peculiar. So it's a little, son algo peculiares are a little strange or peculiar. Pero no recuerdo, but I can't remember exactamente qué aspecto tienen. Exactly what qué aspecto tienen is like what aspect it has, like literally what it looks like. So I can't remember what they look like essentially. Leña, no me acuerdo. Esto es un sin vivir. Sin vivir, like without living. anxiety, or this is distress or anxiety, huh? Perdona, eres de la división de investigación. Excuse me, are you from the research division? Si por lo que seas lograr capturar un Shinx. Oh, I've skipped it. Mostrarme, show it to me, please. Por favor, necesito comprobar algo con mis propios ojos. I need to check something with my own eyes. Mis propios ojos. Mira que puedo tener memoria fotográfica. Pero eso es que no consigo acordarme ahora mismo. Mira que puedo tener memoria. So, photographic memory. Que suelo tener. Oh, gosh, I was thinking suelo like floor, but it's coming from the verb soler. So, mira, look. Que suelo tener memoria fotográfica. So, suelo is like to use. Soler, then another verb is to usually, that's something. So, I usually have a photographic memory, pero que no consigo acordarme ahora mismo. But I can't manage to acordarme ahora, remember, ahora mismo, right now, de las marcas que tiene Shinx en las orejas, of the marks that Shinx has on the ears, or its ears. Por favor, trae uno para que lo vea en persona. Please bring one so that I can see it in person. In person. ¿Cómo eran las orejas de Shinx? And this is like, what were Shinx's ears like? ¿Cómo eran? It's like what they were like. Tosh. ¿Me vas a enseñar un Shinx? Let's see, did I... Mira, que suerte no, pero es que consigo... Oh, we can find the part that I skipped, maybe. Oh no, it's too far back. Alright, we can look at this one? Nope. We can look at nope, this one? Yeah, that's the menu. Okay, encomiendas y peticiones, let's see if we did it. No encomiendas, pero peticiones. ¿Cómo eran las orejas de Shinx? Satoshi se encuentra algo perturbado. He finds himself a little disturbed porque no se acuerda de cómo son las orejas de Shinx, because he can't remember what Shinx's ears are like. Y te ha pedido que captures uno y se lo enseñes, and he's asked you to catch one, that you catch one and show it to him. And objective, muéstrale al Pokémon Toshi uno de los aldeanos. So show it to Toshi, one of the villagers. Let's do it. ¿Me vas a enseñar un Shinx? Sí. Nivel 2. Seleccionar, select. Vamos a echar un vistazo a esas orejillas redonditas. So it says, we're going to echar un vistazo, take a look. So we're going to take a look a esas orejillas, oreja, right, so ears. So orejillas, little ears, redonditas. Redondas, like rounds are redonditas. We're not saying like little rounds. It's just like a way to emphasize like the smallness or cuteness of something. You can like, especially because we're like, oreja makes sense to say you have small ears, right? Because those are things with size. We're saying redondita, like round. The adjective round doesn't have a size, so we're like also using the diminutive of the adjective to emphasize how tiny and cute and little the ears are. Unas orejillas redonditas. Eso es, that's it. Una cruz de color amarillento que recuerda una estrella. So like that's it. Cross of yellowish color that que recuerda una estrella, that recalls like a star, or reminds you of a star. No te puedes hacer una idea de cómo tenía la cabeza de tanto darle vueltas. So you can't even no te puedes hacer una idea. You can't make yourself an idea. You don't have an idea de cómo tenía la cabeza, of how my head was, or how I had my head, de tanto darle vueltas, from like giving it so many spins. So you don't, basically this wrinkles out, so you don't have an idea as to how I had my head after spinning it around so many times. Como un molino, like a windmill, de agua a 1000 revoluciones. Or como un molino de agua is like the windmills that are in the water, which are called a mill? Watermill? Like a watermill a 1000 revoluciones, at like 1000 RPMs. Ahora ya puedo dormir tranquilo, gracias a ti. Now I can finally, ahora ya puedo is like finally sleep, even though ya means like already or now. And sometimes like in this context it means finally. So ahora ya puedo dormir tranquilo. Now I can finally sleep calmly, gracias a ti, thanks to you. ¿Cómo eran las orejas de Shinx? Poción por 3. 3 potions completada. Okay. And I think once we get to the field lands, we'll go through a cutscene or two or whatever it may be, and then probably hop off for tonight. Just a quick hour. There's another petition. ¿Qué le gusta a Starly? So, ¿qué le gusta a Starly? She's losing. What does Starly like? Tú eres la que ha caído del cielo, no? So, you're the one that fell from the sky, right? ¿Tienes pensado salir de Villa Julio? Tener algo pensado is like, are you thinking of doing it? So, ¿tienes pensado, are you thinking of salir de Villa Julio, leaving Jubilee Village? Si no recuerdo mal, it's like, if I remember correctly, or if I'm not wrong, se supone que en la división de investigación, so again, so si no recuerdo mal, it's like, and then a lot of times it's inverted, and it's just like, phrase, si mal no recuerdo, it's like, if memory serves me right, or if I'm not mistaken. So, back from top, so she says, oh my gosh, I can't, there you go. Si no recuerdo mal, so if I don't remember wrong, or, you know, that's a kind of a double negative, and a lot of times in Spanish it's just inverted, si mal no recuerdo, and it's like, if memory serves, or if I remember correctly, or if memory proves me right, essentially. Se supone que en la división de investigación estudiáis a los Pokémon, so supposedly, or it's supposed that, or it's assumed that in the division, or supposedly is the best, se supone que, supposedly in the research division estudiáis, you guys study los Pokémon, study Pokemon, para recoger su información en un libro, to collect its information in a book, right? No? ¿Podrías dar prioridad a investigar acerca de los Starly? Could you dar prioridad a, is like prioritize, so could you prioritize researching about Starly? Me gustaría saber más acerca de ellos. I would like to know more about them. No te voy a engañar, I'm not going to trick you. Los Pokémon me parecen criaturas aterradoras. Pokemon seem to me, Pokemon are aterradoras, terrifying creatures. Pero cuando veo un Starly, but when I see a Starly, pienso que igual no son tan terribles. I think igual que no, and it's like, well, maybe they're not. Or like, pienso que igual, it's like, igual no son, is like, igual's the same, right? So she's like, well, I think it's just as well that they're not, right? Just comparing those two things with equality, so, but it's just as well that they're not that terrible. Eso sí, that's it. Jamás me atrevería a tocar uno. So, eso sí, so that being the case, or even so, I guess, even so, jamás me atrevería, I would never dare a tocar uno, touch one. Enséñame la entrada de Starly en la Pokédex cuando la hayas completado, ¿vale? So, show me, enséñame, can we like teach me? I'm clearly teach me the entry doesn't make sense. So she's like, show me, because you're showing her the information, which is essentially teaching her, right? So, enséñame la entrada de Starly, show me the entry of Starly in the Pokédex cuando la hayas completado. Once you finished it, or whenever, like I like to say once you finished it, because once implies I don't know. It's not saying when, it's not certain that I do, but when I do, or like that at that moment. So because there's that uncertainty, we use the subjunctive. Vale, okay? Starly precioso, precious Starly. Entonces muéstrale a Mari de la visión de artesanía. So show Mari from the artesanía. Artisanry? Show her Starly entry. What would you even call artesania? Craftsworks division. She's from the craftworks division. Very, very necessary when setting up a town. And I guess probably baskets and stuff. Okay, here we go. ¿Vas a salir? You gotta leave? Ve con cuidado. Go carefully. Or be careful, essentially. Alright, dirigiéndome a la pradera obsidiana. ¿Quieres ir a la base de la pradera? You want to go to the Fieldlands base? Or prairie base? Sí. Guardando. Como ya mencionado antes, as Kira mentioned before, voy a tener que pedirte que realices una serie de tareas. So I'm going to have to ask you that you carry out or perform, realices, like realize a series of tareas, of tasks para ayudarme a completar la Pokédex, to help me completing the Pokédex. Si consultas una página de Pokédex, if you consult a page in the Pokédex or the Pokédex, verás la lista de tareas requeridas para ese Pokémon. You will see the list of required tasks for that Pokémon, or tasks required for that Pokémon. Okay, this looks to be the last tutorial of the night. Tareas de la Pokédex. So Pokédex tasks, or Pokédex challenge. Yeah. Tareas de la Pokédex, like Pokédex tasks. Las tareas de la Pokédex son una serie de labores que debes llevar a cabo para completar entradas de la Pokédex. So, the Pokédex tasks are a series of labors or like chores that you must carry out to complete entries in the Pokédex. Para completar cada entrada, to complete each entry, deberás realizar una serie distinta de tareas. You must carry out or realize a distinct series of tasks. Abre la Pokédex con el botón abajo. So open the Pokédex with the down button para comprobar las tareas de cada una de las entradas. To check, comprobar is to check the tasks for each one of the entries. Si abres la Pokédex mientras mantienes la vista fijada, so if you open the Pokédex while you have your vista fijada, your like sight fixed or sight locked on, en un Pokémon con CL, while you have your sight locked on a Pokémon with ZL, podrás acceder directamente a la lista de tareas de la especie en cuestión. So you can directly access the list of tasks, or the task list of the species in question. En cuestión, like normally if it's like, I have a question, una pregunta, but like when we're talking about like in question, like it's like at hand or what we're talking about, cuestión is a cognate then. Asegúrate de comprobarlas de vez en cuando. So make sure to check them de vez en cuando, once in a while, pues algunos Pokémon cuentan con tareas un tanto peculiares. Pues we're using here as like a because stand-in, or like well, or you see. So it's like make sure to check them every once in a while, because, or you see some Pokémon, algunos Pokémon cuentan con tareas un tanto peculiares. So Pokémon, contar con is like come with or have. So they have some, or come with some un tanto, a little strange, or so tareas un tanto peculiares, so tasks that are a little strange. Conforme te enfrentes y captures a diferentes Pokémon, so conforme is like say conforme con or según, or conforme is like, again, I guess like another way to say as, but it almost always calls for us to use a subjunctive. So I just put conforme. Yeah, it's like as, I guess. So, I lost it. Oh no. Here it is. So, nope. Here it is. There we go. Okay. As you te enfrentes y captures diferentes Pokemon, so as you challenge and capture different Pokemon, or like face up against and capture different Pokemon, irás completando sus tareas. You'll go along completing their tasks. Y conforme completas tareas, and as you complete tasks, and the conforme calls a subjunctive, so and as you go along completing tasks, irás recibiendo, you go along receiving puntos de investigación de los más valiosos. You go along receiving investigation points of the most. So some of the most valuable investigation points. Or quite valuable investigation points. Tengo un consejo para ti, Mr. Spain. So I have un consejo, as like an advice, right? In English we say a piece of advice. In Spanish you don't need a piece of it, you can just say an advice. So I have an advice for you, Mr. Spain. Si te ataca un Pokémon salvaje, el formato Pokémon texto, intenta dar una voltereta para esquivarlo, ¿vale? So try dar una voltereta. Una voltereta is like a somersault. So dar una voltereta is to give a somersault, or like do a somersault. So try to do a somersault to dodge it, para esquivarlo, ¿vale? Okay, sí. Una voltereta, a somersault. Voy a hacerte una pequeña demostración. I'll hacerle algo a alguien una demostración, is like do a demonstration, like give a demonstration. So I'm gonna give you the demonstration. 1, 2, y 1, 2, and 3. Este movimiento tan grácil y delicado es perfecto a la hora de esquivar, créeme. So this such a graceful, I guess, like este movimiento tan, I want to like maintain that meaning of tan. So it's like such a graceful and delicate movement. It's perfect a la hora de esquivar. When it's time to dodge, créeme, believe me. Para esquivar los movimientos de Pokémon salvajes, to dodge the movements of a wild Pokemon, lo más importante es reaccionar rápido. So the most important thing is to react quickly or fast. Rápido is an adjective and also an adverb. Son muy fuertes, so very strong, así que debes tener cuidado. So you must be careful. Tener cuidado, be careful. Si te golpean varias veces, if they hit you, varias is like various or multiple, so they hit you multiple times, podrías desmayarte. You could, desmayarse is to faint, so you could faint. Cuando aquel Shinx me dejó fuera de combate con impactrueno, when that, like aquel's like that, like way over there, like talking about like a past time, like it's out of sight. So that Shinx me dejó fuera de combate, left me out of battle. Fuera de combate is like, yeah, to be literally out of battle, so a KO, I guess. When that Shinx left me knocked out with impactrueno, o sea, you say thundershock. Tuve suerte que alguien de la división de seguridad me viese y acudiese en. So I was lucky enough, or I had the luck that someone from the security division me viese, saw me, because again she's saying like she was lucky to, and that lucky, and like the whole like vibe of chance calls in the subjunctive mode. And she's talking about the past, so she's just past subjunctive. So she's like, I was lucky enough that someone from the security division me viese, saw me y acudiese en mi auxilio. Acudar en el auxilio de alguien is like come to someone's like rescue, come to their help. So she was lucky that the security me viese, saw me, and came in my help. Came to help me essentially. So you know, if it weren't that way, or if not, no sé qué habría sido de mí. I don't know what would have become of me, or what would have been of me. Bueno, well, si tienes alguna duda, if you have any doubts, no te preocupes, don't worry. Intentaré ayudarte en lo que pueda. So I'll try to help you with whatever I can. En lo que pueda should be just subjunctive, so you're saying whatever it is, right? Not like en lo que puede. Cool. Can we go now? Por fin, me van a dejar libre. Me van a soltar, a soltar. Sigue a Kira y haz caso a los consejos que te dé. So follow Kira and hacer caso is like listen to. So listen to in the fact, like in the sense of like obey. So listen to and then do what she says to do. But with that, voy a guardar la partida. I'm gonna save for today. Nope, es la Pokédex. Con este botón, el botón arriba. I go CR. And then aquí guardar partida, save game. Ok. Pues perfecto, chicos. Gracias por ver otra emisión en directo. Thanks for checking out the live streaming tomorrow or next time. Hopefully tomorrow. Get to catching and adventuring a lot. Finally, I'm done with a lot of the dialogue, and a lot of the Spanish we'll look at is like attacking stuff and some of the menus and whatnot, but just having fun with the game. Oh, it's so much nicer than Scarlet and Violet. Okay. ¿Y a dónde vamos? Okay. Adiós, chicos.